John Woodvine, a name that may not instantly ring a bell for everyone, but for those who have followed British theatre, film, and television over the past 7 decades, it carries deep respect and admiration. Today, we take a moment to reflect on his extraordinary life and career, as news of his passing reminds us just how much he gave to the world of acting. John Woodvine passed away on October 6, 2025, at the age of 96. According to reports, he died peacefully at home, surrounded by loved ones. His death marks the end of a remarkable era in British acting, one defined not by flash or fame, but by quiet excellence, professionalism, and craft. Born on July 21, 1929, in South Shields, England, John Woodvine grew up with fascination for performance. He attended Lord Williams's School in Oxfordshire, where his love for theatre began to take shape. Determined to pursue acting seriously, he trained at the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, graduating in the early 1950s. From there, his journey on stage began. Woodvine's early work was rooted in theatre, where he developed a reputation for intelligence, presence, and emotional depth. He performed with prestigious institutions, including the Old Vic, the National Theatre, and the Royal Shakespeare Company. His stage credits number in the dozens, covering a range of classical and modern works. One of his most celebrated performances came in 1976. We played Banquo in a production of Macbeth alongside Ian McKellen and Judi Dench. That performance was later adapted for television, earning acclaim and introducing his talent to a wider audience. Beyond the stage, John Woodvine became a familiar face on British television. He appeared in iconic series such as Z-Cars, where he played Detective Inspector Whitty, and later made guest appearances in long-running favorites like Doctor Who. His strong voice, commanding presence, and subtlety made him a reliable actor, often chosen for roles that demanded both authority and warmth. In his later years, a new generation discovered John Woodvine through his work on Netflix's award-winning drama The Crown. He appeared as the Archbishop of York, lending the role the same gravitas and dignity that had defined his career. For many viewers, it was a fitting return to prominence for a man who had spent a lifetime embodying the best traditions of British acting. Woodvine's film career was equally impressive. One of his most recognizable roles came in the 1981 cult classic, an American Werewolf in London, where he played the stern Dr. Hirsch. His filmography also includes titles like Young Winston, Persuasion, and Dragon World. Across genres, he brought the same sense of authenticity, elevating even the smallest parts with conviction and grace. In 1987, John Woodvine was honored with the Olivier Award for Comedy Performance of the Year for his work in Henry's, showcasing his ability to move effortlessly between serious and comedic roles. That award symbolized what many already knew. He was a complete actor, one capable of mastering any style or tone with ease. Offstage, John Woodvine lived a life deeply connected to the arts. He was married to actress Lynn Farley, and together they shared a family immersed in creativity. His daughter, Mary Woodvine, followed in his footsteps, becoming an accomplished actress herself. In a touching full-circle moment, John appeared alongside her in the 2022 film Enys Men, one of his final performances. Tributes have poured in from across the entertainment world. Colleagues have remembered him as generous, patient, and endlessly dedicated to his craft. Directors and co-stars have spoken of his professionalism, his humor, and the quiet wisdom he carried into every project. For audiences, his work remains timeless, proof that great acting doesn't always need a shout to be heard. John Woodvine represented a generation of actors who believed in the power of storytelling, who valued preparation, discipline, and respect for the art itself. In an age dominated by celebrity, he stayed focused on the work, on the characters, and on bringing truth to the stage and screen. His role in The Crown feels particularly symbolic, a show about tradition, legacy, and the passage of time, concept that mirror his own life and career. As Archbishop of York, his calm authority and spiritual gravitas reflected the same qualities that defined him as an artist and a man. At 96, John Woodvine leaves behind more than filmography. He leaves a legacy of integrity. From Shakespearean tragedy to television drama, from comedy to horror, he gave audiences performances that felt real, grounded, and deeply human. As we remember him today, we honor not just a veteran actor, but a craftsman whose life reminds us of what it truly means to dedicate oneself to art.